If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it.
All hell broke loose in the Alvarez-Berlanga boxing event when Bud Crawford charged towards Teofimo Lopez. Bud was fed up with Teo's disturbing comments and callouts in the recent past. Teo has been trying to grab Terence's attention for a while. Another clip of him getting on the nerves of Nebraskan boxers is...
We're gonna make sure he gets your attention, huh?
Here he comes right now.
Yeah, you should sit right there. Okay, sit right here. Let me get this. No, I'm gonna get you.
Earlier, Terence decided to venture into both fighting events of the night like many other celebrities. He went to the UFC Noche 306, where he shared the seats with Turki Alalshik. He became the latest victim of the UFC broadcasting team error. As the cameras panned towards Bud, the on-screen graphics wrongly labeled him as the Grammy Award and Pulitzer Prize-winning musician Kendrick Lamar. Terence took notice of this blunder and posted a story on Instagram. It was captioned, "Damn Kendrick Lamar." Later at the end of this eve, Dana White was also confronted about this humiliation of the undisputed world champion. Dana replied with a treacherous laugh.
Are you expecting to get a text from Kendrick Lamar or Terence Crawford?
I was talking to Terence Crawford, who I don't want to call him. I don't know who the hell did that. Thought it was, yeah, that was pretty bad.
White admitted to a big failure by his team and extended his apology. Boxing fans even argued that it was all planned by UFC to humiliate the face of boxing. Dana added to his non-serious banter.
He did kind of look like Kendrick Lamar, though. Let's not around. He kind of did look like Kendrick Lamar.
Dana further added in his uncontrollable laugh, "So, yeah, when I say we had a flawless production tonight, I take that back. Yeah." After this mistreatment, Terence decided to go to the boxing match of Canelo. As the fight ended with the Mexican P4P King's unanimous victory, Terence stepped ahead to mock him and his crew members. Here, his paths crossed with the takeover. Once the bully got bullied himself, everything went out of control. Terence rushed towards Teo and slammed him until the security came into action. It's been a while since Terence had a kill shot on Teo. Lopez was constantly going back and forth with Team Terence. Teofimo is desperate to fight Terence Crawford and has admitted it multiple times.
Best dance partner in boxing right now.
As a fighter? Fight?
Yeah.
Crawford.
All right.
Oh, me and Crawford.
Because you walked up to me yesterday and you said I completely.
Oh,
so you really are you pursuing that?
If it comes.
What do you like about that fight? Like when you said
challenges. I love challenges, yo.
Yeah, that's a hell of a challenge.
I love it.
Yeah.
How else am I gonna learn?
Yeah.
How else am I gonna actually be great?
Yeah.
And besides, I'm the first male to become two-time undisputed.
Yeah.
Chasing greatness.
So that's all it is.
Yeah.
Even after the fight against Madrimov, Terence was slammed by Teofimo for a lackluster fight. Moreover, Teo showed his frustration with Keyshawn Davis for rating Terence Crawford above all fighters in the division. The two had a very cold argument before finding out the answers.
What made you mention my name in that interview? Just a question. You said Crawford will beat me. It's just an opinion. I don't like it. I hope you respect that part. I respect it. I'm not saying Pedraza's gonna beat you. Nah, I ain't say that.
Teo has been calling out Terence and throws verbal banters from time to time. Their rivalry is drenched in bad blood. Crawford recently called Lopez trash during an interview. Lopez, never one to bite his tongue, shot back after watching Crawford's gritty decision win over Israel Madrimov. Lopez called Bud a washed-up fighter and said, "I thought the age would start catching up at like 38, but it happened at 36. Moreover, Teo's father is also very actively participating in this brawl. Lopez Sr. thinks that his son deserves a fight with Bud Crawford and is being continuously ducked.
Of course we want to see that fight, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could fight him, you know. A lot of people is going to say that, oh, he's not ready, this and that, bro. But come on, Terence boxes, you know, he comes forward. He's going to get open, you know what I'm saying? He's going to give us angles for us if we can hit him. You know, and I know that right now with that power that my son got, man, it's gonna be hard for anybody to beat him.
Lopez Sr. also said, "I think Teo gets better with bigger guys, and I think we'll do really good with Terence Crawford. Of course, he can beat Terence, and he will be a good guy to have on the resume." Although Terence seems to be the passive guy outside the ropes, he gathered some time and ripped Teofimo with some tweets. Terence's coach, Bomac, is also not a big fan of Teofimo Lopez Jr. and his father. His response to one of Teo's callouts was,
Teofimo Lopez is actually adamant in calling out Terence Crawford, saying that that's his match.
Teofimo Lopez. He don't bring to the table neither. Trash, he trash. He used to be good, but now he trash. You heard it first. Y'all put it out there. He trash. You trash. You straight trash, dog.
And this hate has multiplied since the time Teofimo joined Canelo's camp. Teo's videos of training with Canelo's renowned coach Eddie Reynoso are circulating throughout the boxing communities. There were also rumors of a split between Teo and his father Lopez Sr., who trained him until now. Sources indicate that Lopez Jr. wanted a more up-to-date and accomplished trainer than his old man.
Yeah. Shit, first time I feel that. Go, wait, relax. I'm scared of this power. They go. Shit.
Teo has become so much like Canelo that he was honored as the bearer of Canelo's WBC belt. He stood right next to Canelo and clarified his position.
That's all. You know, give God the glory, and it's going to be written, man. There's always story tomorrow. You know, it's Canelo's show, but like always, man, we coming in to kick the door and destroy the party, man.
You're 22-0. How do you get to 23-0 and upend the great Saul Canelo Alvarez?
The relationship between Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Teofimo Lopez Sr. as boxer and coach has previously been on the downhill. When Lopez suffered the first and only loss of his professional career to George Kambosos Jr. in 2021, many questioned the guidance, the takeover, received from his pops. Teo was miserable in the days after this fight turned out to be the lowest point in Teofimo's life, but he didn't leave his father. This whole discussion started when Fight Hub dropped a video of Canelo's sparring session with The Takeover. Canelo is preparing to defend the WBC, WBO, and WBA super middleweight championships against Edgar Berlanga, so it became obvious that the Mexican superstar won't be using Lopez as a serious sparring partner because Lopez is 5 inches shorter and over 20 pounds lighter than Berlanga. There is something else. Later, another video circulated that showed both Canelo and Teofimo Lopez were lined up for training with Reynoso. He confirmed that Canelo Alvarez and Teofimo Lopez are training alongside one another in the gym.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cambio, vamos. Para el siguiente lado. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
But after joining Canelo, Teo declared that his father was all in with him in this monumental transfer. Lopez Sr. supports this decision and will stay forever in his corner. The Takeover posted a video of live action with Reynoso and captioned, "Making big moves with my dad." But Terence is still not satisfied with Teo's prowess. He watched the Noche UFC event with His Excellency Turki Alalshik, where he resumed his unfinished business with Canelo Alvarez. Bud went on an Instagram Live and shouted loud,
Yo, Turki, tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes. Let's go. Canelo, come on.
You heard it from him.
We are ready.
Moreover, Terence described the importance and grandeur of this game. Looking forward to this opportunity, he added,
Just put me in the game. Just put me in the game. Canelo Crawford, the biggest fight in boxing. But we stay ready, though. We stay ready. That way we don't got to get ready.
But the problem is that Canelo is still not serious about the fight with Crawford. In an interview, he remarked that Terence brings nothing for him, but Teofimo Lopez deserves the shot at Crawford more than he does. Talking about the weight gap, Canelo left fans saying, "I'm not asking for that fight. I think Teofimo Lopez deserves it more than me. Crawford is a great fighter, obviously, but he's 3 weight divisions below. As I've already said, I've fought against bigger opponents. Fighters in my own weight class, smaller opponents, older ones, and younger ones." To those who think that Canelo is afraid to cross paths with Terence, Alvarez digs further and declares, "In the end, I was born to fight, and I'll fight anyone, but obviously under terms that suit me best. At this point in my career, I'm always going to take the best fights, but ones that are in my best interest." At the end of the night, Terence further spiced things up in a discussion with ESPN insider Mike Coppinger. Here, Bud Crawford disclosed his plans to fight against Canelo. He compared this possible fight with the epic encounter between Marvin Hagler and Will Duran. According to Coppinger, Terence Crawford ringside to scout whom he hopes is his next opponent. Crawford tells ESPN he wants Canelo at 168 pounds with no rehydration clause and likened the opportunity to the 1983 Hagler-Duran fight. Except the smaller guy wins this fight. Bud debuted at 154 last month. Canelo is currently eyeing a Dimitri Bivol rematch, but Terence Crawford is making his case too. What do you think? What's the better option next for Canelo? Bivol at 175 or Crawford at 168? Tell us in the comments and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.